Hey, FamJam members, been a minute since we talked about shadow work, so it is time to pick back up. So quite a while back, I did a video for you guys about why we choose the wrong people, right? This is a follow-up to that. If you have not watched that video, I'm going to give a quick recap, because even if you did watch the video, there has been a period of time since we put that video out. So I'll do a quick recap before I do part two of this this thing. And let's talk about this. You know, you hear people say a lot, well, I just picked the wrong guys. I just picked the wrong girls. I picked the guys that don't want me. Why do I pick people that don't want me? Why do I pick this, that, and the other? Okay. This is to speak to those issues, right? And it is actually related to our subconscious, which is where those unhealed wounds are that cause us to subconsciously be attracted to people that are going to do hurtful things toward us. And I'm going to recap the part one, and then we are going to add on to that with part two. The part one recap is as follows. All right. This is a hypothetical situation. I meet someone for coffee for the first time. Okay. This is a potential new romantic partner. I'm going to give you two different scenarios. Okay. The first scenario will be shorter. Okay. But date number one, let's call date number one Todd. So I meet Todd. Todd is good looking. He's spiritual. His spiritual views are similar to mine. He's mature. He's stable financially, jam up, honest, fun, funny. Just, he checks all of your girl's boxes, right? Okay. And we meet for coffee. And we're just, you know, talking about what kind of music you like. What do you like to do for fun? What are your hobbies? You know, this, that, and the other. And that's well and good. Those are normal conversations, you know, for a first meet like that, right? But for some reason, I can't put my finger on it. And it's not that I'm picking up a bad vibe from Todd, but I'm just not attracted to him. And I can't tell you why, because the guy is gorgeous, y'all, in this scenario. And I have had this happen, and I'm sure you have too, with a guy or a girl or whatever, right? Now, I'm going to explain with scenario number two why. Okay, scenario number two, I am going to meet Jack. And Jack and I are going to meet for drinks. And this is our first time meeting each other. And, you know, he looks pretty good. He's not as good looking as Todd, and he doesn't have some of the same, but he's good. He's got some good features, and there's something about him, and I can't put my finger on it. I'm going to tell you what it is. All right. When Jack and I sit down, same type of conversation. What kind of music do you like? What do you do for fun? What's your hobbies? Do you bowl? You know, do you play pool? What do you do? Do you like to jet ski? Do you like the beach? Do you like to do this, that, and the other? Y'all know. And that's fine. That conversation is going on. And in addition to that, what nobody is aware of is there is another conversation going on between you two as well. His higher self and your higher self. And it's coming from the subconscious. Your two subconsciouses are having an entirely different conversation that is going to go something like this. And this would be me 10 years ago. Okay. My higher self would say to Jack's higher self, and of course, this is all, we can't hear this stuff. All right. But just hear me out. My higher self would say to Jack's higher self, look, dude, my girl has got a lot of trauma that she has not healed and not processed. She really needs to heal this stuff in efforts to ascend spiritually. That is the healing. The healing process is a huge part of ascension from a spiritual perspective. Those are basically one and the same. Okay, so my higher self says she's got a lot of unhealed trauma. Jack says, Jack's higher self says, you know what? My guy has some unhealed trauma too. What are you vibing? And my higher self says, okay, listen, here's what's the deal. She has fears of abandonment. She is afraid of being left alone. She fears rejection. She fears being dumped. Okay. She cannot handle being by herself. She has an anxious attachment style. And so she tends to clamp onto people because she is looking for someone to fill up the empty cup inside of her that only she can fill up. And I need somebody to mirror this to her and show this to her so that, this will get her attention and she will heal. And Jack's higher self responds as follows. Jack's higher self says, I got you, man. Listen, my dude here has got unhealed trauma as well. And it's around abandonment too. But what my dude does, he's not the anxious attachment type. He's more the avoidant. So he's a runner. He will run from her. He will push her away. He will come on real strong because he'll have those feelings, when he gets those feelings for her. And then just mysteriously, he'll pull back. He'll abandon her. He maybe even ghost her. He'll dump her and all that. And it will literally, cause her to panic, and she'll chase him, and she'll then mirror back to him his own issues, right? Because she's chasing him and that scares the heck out of him, right? So what you have here is the perfect storm. Karen and Jack have hit it off, and consciously, I can't tell you why, but I am sitting there across the table, absolutely with a heartbeat in my hoo-ha. I am dying to bag this dude. I am nuts. And he is dying to bag me. There's a big chemistry, and we're just flirting and holding hands and all this. And it's, not long before Jack and Karen are a thing. We're in a relationship, and we're vibing. And then Jack starts to those feelings start to deepen. And so he pulls back a little bit. That makes Karen nervous. She starts to clamp down harder. Next thing you know, you've got a clusterfuck, right? You've got a runner chaser thing and, this, that, and the other. This is why Karen chooses Jack and Jack chooses Karen, right? And both of them walk away going, I just have bad taste. I just picked the wrong people. My picker is broken. It's actually not. You're actually picking exactly who you need to be picking. And your higher self is directing this, okay, as I said, because your higher self is trying to bring you to a place where you see your unhealed wounds, and it mirrors it back through repeating experiences until you get it. And you say, God, I have got to heal this stuff. I've got to get off the crazy train. If I want something I've never had, which is a stable, happy, healthy relationship, I got to do something I've never done, which is shadow work. And of course, in these, videos that we have for you guys, we definitely have a lot of videos of different ways that you can do shadow work. We won't go into that now, but let's talk about part 2. This is new material for you guys, FamJammers. Part 2 of why we pick the wrong people is this. All right. Let's look at some of my past trauma. Okay. And I'm going to go back to childhood trauma, and I'm going to share a little bit and explain how that can affect things as well. Okay. My dad, as many of you know, was not the healthiest individual in the world. Very narcissistic and emotionally absent. Okay. Very cold, and, was a workaholic, so not at home a lot. And so I felt starved for male attention, right? And so that spilled over into my dating life. And I immediately went into that anxious attachment that I just described, okay? And it didn't, at a subconscious, a lot of what I'm about to talk about is going on in the subconscious. Subconsciously, as a child, I knew it made no sense that I had an emotionally absent father, because at my core, we as humans, we have an innate sense that our parents are supposed to be loving and nurturing towards us, and when they're not, it doesn't make sense. Right? It's a situation that we cannot make sense of. Okay. And so when we go into dating and adulthood, we subconsciously recreate that situation and try to make sense of it. We are trying to figure it out, and we can't because it doesn't make sense. And we keep injuring ourselves because we are trying to recreate this situation where and so I would choose someone who would be emotionally absent, detached, push me away, avoidant, these sorts of things. I would recreate it, but the difference is not only am I trying to make sense of it, I'm trying to make it go differently this time. So I'm literally choosing a person subconsciously that is emotionally unavailable, and I am trying to have more power in this situation, and that somehow I can control the situation and have the outcome be different. And so that is the second reason why we pick the people that we pick. And once you come to the realization of what is going on, number one, I need to heal. Healing is not just time. Healing is time plus work, right? And number two, I am trying to make sense of a situation that is not going to make sense. It's not healthy, and that's why it doesn't make sense. And that's how you make sense of it, is saying, my dad loved me the best he could, but at the end of the day, it was not healthy. So that's why it doesn't make sense, and accept that, right? And number three, it's coming to the acceptance of I cannot affect and cause another person to be emotionally available toward me. I can't do that. I can't recreate this situation and make an unhealthy situation healthy. That's beyond your control. You can make yourself healthy, but you can't affect another person's, health when it comes to emotional maturity and that sort of thing, right? So this was kind of a quick video, but I hope this recap is helpful to you guys. And I thank you so, so much for being a part of FamJam. We are going to try to do better about getting videos coming out to you guys more regularly. Many of you know I have really been struggling with health, but I am starting to feel better. Yay. So I'm going to take advantage of that. And while I can, we're going with it. Thank you so much, FamJam members. And again, don't forget your FamJam discounts when you guys book mini reads and personal reads. Okay. So thank you so much. I love y'all to the moon and back. Peace.